And we've started.
3, 2,
Right?
100.
Okay, now we'll start. Now that you've counted us in like that from 1,000. That was a long time of counting numbers. Good afternoon and welcome to our program.
Yeah, good morning.
So yesterday, I got so caught up in what day of the week it was because a streaming thing I normally watch on Thursday nights came on Wednesday night. And so for some reason that made me think, because I can barely keep track of what day it is usually anyways. It just made me think it was Friday yesterday. So I say goodbye to everybody at the end of the live stream. And because I thought today was going to be Saturday. It's Friday. Who knew? Which means we've been really productive this week, but that's good. I have special guests today that have joined me in the studio. They're over here. Their names are Larry and George.
Hello.
Right? Get out of here.
Hello.
What are your names?
Larry and George.
Larry and George. It's Lily and Jay. Jay, are you hiding from the... Jay, can you stop being a crazy person? Okay, so today we are going to work on a comic together. Now, on the Sunday, the kids gave me the idea for the first comic that we did the first one-page comic that we did this week, which was called... What was it called, Jay?
It's Jeffrey Bezos.
Oh, no, Jeffrey Bezos. That was our first comic that we did on Monday.
Oh, no, it's Jeffrey Bezos. There's a comic about him. There's a song about him. You know?
Okay, all right. We don't need to repeat the whole thing. People can look that up. So today we're going to do a little comic jam. And when we have our little comic jam here, we're going to work on a project together. But before we do that, I got to show a couple things that I keep forgetting to show. Sit down, Lily. So, Lily, sit down and relax. So this is the page from yesterday that we just posted this afternoon. This is the one that we did yesterday in our stream. And this is the original art for that. So I was drawing in pencil crayon. And then I wanted to really kind of push the pencil crayon for that last thing. And I don't think it went far enough. So it's something that I'm going to reevaluate later on as...
It's Jeffrey Bezos.
Jay, sit down as I'm working. You've heard you, buddy. So, anyways, I'm going to rework that second panel in that image in that comic page because I think I want to really push, the fact that the one panel is very finished in a really clean way, and then the second panel I want to be crazy. So we'll go back and touch on that. Today we are working in the studio, myself and my two special guests, Lorenzo and Diane. What are your names again?
Yetzenberger and Louise.
I don't think we're ever going to know your real names. All right, so we are going to do a comic today together, and you guys had some ideas. What are your ideas for our book today?
Martians plotting against Earth, but they fail at everything.
Okay, so there's our concept.
And they're like this big.
Well, let's get into that as we go. So we're gonna start, and we've all got the same kind of paper, and we're all gonna work on different drawings on different pieces of paper. And we're gonna composite those together into a comic page. Whether it's 1 page or 2 pages, we'll find out. But that's what we're going to do. So we've got some fun stuff together. The kids have also, so whatever I've got, if I've got yellow paper, and if I've got red cardstock, yellow cardstock, and a sheet of white paper, put that down, that I've rolled some paint over. And so the other two have the same thing. So that's what we're going to do, is that we're going to, Jay, you got your pen?
Yeah.
All right. So each of us are going to work on our story about the Martians. What is it now?
Martians.
Okay, but what's the Martians?
Plotting against Earth.
I got to write this down.
Over.
Okay, I'm going to write it down because
but they fail miserably.
I'm what they call forgetful. So Martians plotting
against
Earth,
but fail miserably.
But fail miserably. So that's our one-page comic idea that we're doing today. Whoever's watching this, if you want to do some too, and if you've got some ideas or you want to work in the same way as we're working today, so what we're going to do is, just for anybody that might have joined late, we're each working on the same types of paper: red cardstock, yellow cardstock, and a piece of simple white paper. Jay, sit down. Please. A simple piece of white paper that we've rolled some paint over. So if anybody wants to work on that as well and send it along, by all means, feel free to do so, but I'm going to need it sent in by tonight. Plotting against Earth, but they fail miserably?
Yeah.
Miserably. It's very specific, kids.
They failed.
Okay, we don't need to yell. So that sounds like fun. So here we go. Let's have some fun. I'm going to use the crazy paper that we've put together, and look at that. It's like a ready-made Martian landscape for me. So I'm winning.
Hey, this is mine so far.
I like it. It's a line on a red piece of paper. It's a good start.
And get it.
This doesn't actually look like Mars, but that's okay. It's a great starting point. And I think I'm going to use the same paper for another panel that makes the planet blow up. What do you think of that? Does anybody want to use the circle template for drawing your Martian planet?
Yes.
Would anyone like to use that? Okay. So the fun thing about doing comic jams, and this is something that I do every month. The kids have a question for anybody that's watching the stream that wants to answer in our live chat. And that question is, what is your favorite style of art? So what I was going to talk about was each month here in London, Ontario, Canada, we have, what's that?
It's fun.
Yeah, we have a London Comic Jam. And, it's a London Comic Jam because we're in London. But the comic jams are great because it allows you, Lily, don't do that, please.
What?
Just rain it in. People are watching you do that on camera, Kookaburra. So one of the things about it is that somebody draws the first panel and slides it into the middle of the table, and then everybody else adds to that. And this is sort of a similar format that we're trying today, in that we're all of us contributing to the same story. And we're not actually telling each other what we're doing as we go. So we're not actually just trying to fit the dialogue.
I'm so full.
Better keep rolling. Get them. Good start. Do you want to use...
This is going to be the Martians design.
So we're not actually setting out beforehand what each of us are specifically contributing, and we're just having to figure out after the fact of how we can make this work together. So that's kind of fun. I think that trying to put those elements into one narrative is going to be more interesting. I think if we all end up drawing planets on Mars, there's going to have to be a panel in the story as this is taking place on Mars. Remember that? And we'll just keep cutting back to establishing shots of the planet itself. Just because I think things like that can be fun. That can be a further opportunity to explore in our storytelling. So,
I'm drawing Mars right now too.
You're drawing what?
I'm drawing Mars with a ring on it.
Are you?
Yeah.
Does Mars have a ring on it?
No.
Well, if Saturn likes it, it's going to have to put a ring on it. If it likes it, then it's going to have to put a ring on it. Lily, what are you using right now? Come on. You got to be careful with those ones, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so no more of those.
I have my own at home.
They're also very short.
No, you only got 1.5 feet of...
Okay, before I forget,
I'm sure.
somebody told me I should be doing this more often, and I keep forgetting to do so. The books that we released in the last year, this is a book I did for Tardigrade Press, Sasquatch New Beginnings. It's available on the website. And this is the book that I put out last year of one-page comics that I've done from a lot of suggestions from a lot of people. And
I'm in there
you're in there.
with
So,
a giant cat.
well, you're also on Monday's thing. Sit down, guys. So, yeah, so we're plugging away and continuing on with our one-page comic projects. And we're having a lot of fun doing it. Yes?
Yes.
All right. I like it when it's in chorus. So, yeah. It's just more and more opportunities for pushing yourself out of the envelope that you might normally button yourself into when you're working, so that when you are doing a jam or when you are doing something collaboratively with others, and they're going to have ideas that you might not necessarily have. And that's to me, that's really compelling. To me, that's really exciting to be able to be afforded that chance, that opportunity to make it something that maybe you normally wouldn't do. So that's the best part of jamming. And if you have the opportunity to do that with other people locally, do it. If you don't, there's probably avenues that we can figure that out digitally with people. That might be something fun to consider doing. Anybody that's watching this, if they're interested in engaging in that. One of the reasons that I started doing the comic jam, it started at the beginning of COVID. Online for me. My actual online presence began at the start of COVID.
Let me retrace it now.
The day that we shut down everything in Canada, I that afternoon I set up posting on Instagram and the like to post one-page comic suggestions from people, that that I knew that might be a little more isolated than others. Yeah, buddy. Do you want to use a white pencil to fill in the person?
Yeah.
Yeah, here. Get out of there, Lily. You got your stuff over here. Nope, get out of there. Leave it there. Get over there. You got your whole setup over there. That's why we set it up this way. That way you're not walking back and forth in front of your brother. It's not very nice. So what was I talking about? Oh, yeah. So that's how the one-page comics came about, is that the idea was that if anybody, that might be feeling disconnected and isolated wants to engage online with me, we can do things together. And
can I use that inky thing after?
What I'm using?
Yeah.
You gotta be really careful with it.
Yeah.
Okay. Here. Just let me do a little bit more. Here you go. Very careful. Thank you. You got it? So that's how the one-page comic suggestions started. And from that, we've moved forward into, I guess this is, we're a few years in now, 3 years in now, 2 or 3 years in. And
157 or something.
At this point, I don't know how many I've done. I stopped counting after a while because numbers are hard. But I'm using different inks here right now, by the way, in case anybody's wondering.
Promotions again?
Whatever color that you want.
Oh, yeah.
Are we doing? Isn't that why you picked yellow paper? You wanted to do yellow Martians, but there's no rules here. You can do whatever you're doing.
You can make it green, right?
You can make it green. You can make it
purple.
Make it a potato.
Make it brown.
So for me personally, when it comes to doing one-page comics, it's fun just to play and just to try different things. That's why I do so many different approaches to storytelling. I try to force myself to use different materials and to do different styles of story. I think inevitably my voice comes through in the pages that I do because it's the same, complete seriousness that I always speak with. Is Grandpa serious, guys?
No. Yeah.
What?
Absolutely.
Thank you, Jay.
Not.
What?
This is my.
Jay's on my side.
Absolutely not.
I'm liking it a lot. It's coming well. Let's see.
I'm done with the inky stuff.
Yeah, look at that. Look what Jay's doing. Oh, yeah.
I drew the
Here you go.
mouth.
Can you pass me that back, please?
Yeah, she
Carefully.
drew the mouth while we traced
Oh,
it.
Lily's got a cool Mars too. It's got a ring around it. And I see the start of a Martian. I like that. I'll take this from you. Thank you. All right. So, yeah. I think that with anything that we try to engage on individually in our creative endeavors, you're always going to find that, for the most part, there's a comfort zone that we all work from. And with that comfort zone, there's going to be it's an unconscious limitation, maybe, that we place on ourselves by, what are you doing? There's an unconscious limitation that we might place on ourselves because this is habitually the way we work. And so because that tends to work for me, I'm staying there. I'm not going to branch out any farther than that, or I'm just sort of locked into this avenue of expression. And I think that anytime that we do something like that, we might be holding ourselves back from finding potential ways that our voices can sing creatively. So, and if that's, comfort's important.
I'm done my first page.
All right. She's got 3 panels laid down. Get them. They grab them. And what they do? They throw them?
No, because the stretching.
They're stretching them and making them pop?
And then he, oof.
Oh, that's gross. I like it.
Really, mine.
So, if there's one thing I always want to advocate is that pursue whatever creative avenues might come your way. And if that means you're trying to force to contrive narrative together with an 8-year-old and an 11-year-old, hey, do it. Wait a minute, how old are you now? 62?
Me?
Yeah.
I'm 11.
Oh my gosh. 11. I can't wait till I'm 11.
You've already hit 11.
Shh. Don't tell anybody, it's a secret.
You're like,
Nope.
No,
Nobody
he's
knows.
10.
I'm 25.
No, you're 10.
I'm 11-teen. I'm
No.
the number Zebedee.
No,
okay.
no, you're 9.
Yeah, I'm 9. Lily, you're older than 9.
Then why do you own a house but I don't?
Because you're short.
Yeah, you gotta be tall.
Yeah.
To own
They
a house,
think he's older. They think he's older than he is.
All right, so I'm working on my Mars.
Yeah.
Are you guys, Jay, have you drawn a picture of Mars too or no?
Yes.
Were you going to? I'm not saying you have to.
If you like it, put it when you got it.
Okay, Mars, again, you're drawing a ring around Mars. Mars does not have rings, kids.
So?
Okay, well, your Mars
You
does.
said.
Do whatever you like. That's right, I did, and I'm sorry.
Hmm.
So I'm going to draw 2 panels on this page. I'm drawing a picture of Mars.
And a picture of it blowing
And
up.
I'm drawing a picture of it blowing up. Okay.
And a spaceship flying away.
So our first comment of the stream today is people know my age. That's right. I'm Zebedee. I'm a Levity. I'm a Zemelteen. I'm 10 as far as my grandkids are concerned, and that's good. Let's stay with that.
Can I have the pencil, please?
The one that I'm using right
Yeah.
now?
After you're done.
The one that I'm using?
Yeah, after you're done.
Do you want a black pencil, Crayon?
Yes, please.
Okay, just give me 1 sec.
A pencil level. The pencil level thingy.
So our objective today is to tell the story of Martians plotting against Earth,
But fail
but
miserably.
failing miserably. There you go. There you go. Thank you. So it's still open. Anybody that has a simple 1 or 2 sentence, 1-page comic suggestion. This week suggestions we did were why don't they leave us alone?
because they.
Oh no, it's Jeffy Bezos. And
It's Jeffrey Bezos.
now you're saying Jeffrey, but you said Jeffy Bezos. That's why I laugh so hard. And then our other ones were
Jeffrey Bezos.
The night guys. The
bad guys and bad guys. Am I right? And then Tom Cruise opens a jar of peanut butter.
Yeah. Wasn't there that one though with like the night or whatever? They're really funny.
Well, I think that's what I'm talking about when I'm talking about one-page comics. And no matter what different materials you might use or different methods you might use when you're doing those things, your own style, your own voice is going to come through, right? Even if you switch to different medium, even if conceptually the stories are grossly different one from the next, the way that you tell stories is still going to peek through in those things. Don't you think? Huh? Don't you? So that Lily stories are very Lily story. And the more that we do, did you know this, guys? The more that we do, and the more that we explore stories or explore any avenue of creativity, the more proficient we come at it from practice and repetition and routine, the more that it becomes unique and it becomes our own.
Look.
Okay, can you see it? Yeah, Lily has done the planet Mars.
Can
and I
they
see you got the
see
start of a
Martian?
Martian.
That is the
flag
Martian.
here.
That is the Martian.
Yeah, well, you got to make them jump off that page a little bit. So you got to think about.
Make him yellow.
Where's the white pencil to put out there?
Ta-da!
Can you use the white pencil I gave Jay to use for a moment? Well, I'm actually, you know what? If you want to. No, we put that away.
It's Jeffrey Bezos. Jeffrey Bezos.
So, you guys are getting so much done, and I'm still monkeying around drawing Mars.
Yeah, I think Johnson's looks.
I'm taking forever. The fun thing about doing it this way, though, is that I think that we're going to have a really, it could be a really incongruent story, but at the same time, it could also be really, really
Why
fun.
is his foot so weird?
Because that's the best kind of foot to have.
Is it a rocket ship? It is.
It might be a really incongruent story, but at the same time, it might be far more in depth, like far deeper and more resonating if it's something that's a composite of 3 different inputs. So I've got some blue ink that I'm putting into the pencil here to make it pop a little bit.
Can't I have some blue ink, please?
Nope.
Why?
Because I told you I'm not passing stuff over. We got all kinds of tools to use it in both setups.
Yeah.
He looks like a ghost.
So if anybody has any thoughts about one-page comics, or if anybody has any thoughts about the question of the day, what is your favorite style of art? So what do you mean by style of art, buddy? What are you referring to there, Jay?
Art.
Thank you, Jay. Thanks very much, folks. Try the veal. Do you mean like painting or drawing, or do you mean like what kind of painting? Like what kind of pictures, or do you mean like? Cool. Hey, how about
He's gonna get stepped on.
Oh, okay, good. Keep going. Keep plugging away. You don't need to show your thing every 3 seconds. Keep working.
Yes, I do. He's alive. Can I have some blue ink?
Nope.
Why?
Because it's this is really easy to make a mess out of this stuff, and I'm just not interested in cleaning up my studio of messed up spilled ink. That's all Grandpa can do, not to spill it. Ooh. All right, I think I'm about done my picture of Mars.
I've just been working on Mars this entire time.
And the entire time, I am slow. I'm so slow.
I'm almost done. My's looks better.
This is the 5th single page comic or single page image that we've done this week.
Mine's not singled. Well, it's all gonna fit on one big page, Jensen.
Yeah, well, we're gonna put it together in a 1 or 2 page format of 1 or 2 page story. We might have to go to 2 pages. Might have to cheat the 1 page format.
What?
We might cheat the 1 page format a little bit and have to go to 2 pages. Well, it's because we're doing it together. Okay, so I've got ink loaded up on this brush and using my hand as a sort of screen. I'm
Done. I want to do stars. I'm done. Diddy. But I just
You're
got a
flying.
bunch of...
You're just flying.
Oh, show the camera. Look. It's a lot.
Okay.
It's a lot.
Did I miss something? Do we have another question?
We're done. I'm done.
Are you all done? All done?
Yeah.
Are you gonna go play in your room, or what are you doing? Or you want to draw on some white paper? You haven't done it on this crazy paper yet.
Mine. Boom.
Oh, you did. Okay. Maybe you need to outline that a little bit, though, buddy, so people can see it when we put those together. Please and thank you. All right, so that's Mars. I'm catching up. Now, I got to draw Mars blowing up.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is fun. This is fun putting down just gel medium. There's matte medium, and which is just basically like a clear acrylic with a roller and letting it dry and squishing the dried stuff down on here, and then rolling over that with some paint. And we've come up with 3 different pieces of paper from trying to largely cleaning out the brush. And that works pretty good for us.
So you have a bunch of pages like this?
Well, yeah, you've got one, Jay's got one, I got the other.
Is there any more?
Well, this is all we made. Right?
Right. Can I
Okay.
do stars?
So you want to use the white pen and put the dots in?
Yeah.
Because I'm really not a big fan of you doing the flicking the ink in the studio.
You won't be able to see it on the shirt. You'll be able to see it everywhere else.
Your shirt is perfect for flicking white paint.
That's why I wore it.
No, it's not why you wore it.
It's also, yeah, it is. I predicted the
I think
future.
today that I'm going to flick white paint in my grandpa's studio.
Yeah, that's what I predicted.
What is your favorite style of art, Jay? Let's start there.
Art.
Thank you, Jay.
I think it's comic art.
Is it like anime style format stuff, like from
No,
your
it's
card
art.
games and your comics?
It's art.
That's not helping, buddy.
Guess what? You gotta give a clear answer. People need to know. This is literally
This
what
pencil's
somebody is watching on their deathbed and they're like, I need to
broken.
know. I need to know. I
It's
need
Stop.
to know.
art.
Stop. Roll it in.
It's art.
It's art. Jay's favorite style of art is art.
No.
All right, I'm going to.
Anime.
It's not. It's art.
Anime.
It's not.
Anime.
You'll never know.
You like Pokemon, don't you?
Yeah, but it's not my favorite style of art.
Do you even know what kind of style of art that is?
Pokemon is anime.
Exactly. So you like anime.
No.
That's not working. Lily, you're killing that pen. Please stop doing that.
Can I use it?
No.
Grandpa, can I use it?
Just don't tap it on the thing. You can use it. Just don't hammer it into the
I'm
pen.
ready, done.
Thank you. Yes, of course you can use it, Jay.
Grandpa, can I use a paint marker?
No.
Why? But I promise I won't ruin it.
Because you have to keep walking back and forth across, Jane. That's not fair.
I will.
Come on, you got lots of tools. Let's go. It isn't about the tools. It's about what you do with stuff.
Well, you have all fancy stuff.
So textures and fun things on our paper is really neat to use because it lets you.
It's a rocket ship.
It's a rocket ship. Thanks, buddy. Don't put it in the camera. Thank you. It's fun because it gives you selections. It gives you the availability of doing things that you might not have considered otherwise. I like that. I like that a lot.
What are we doing when we're done? Yeah.
Well, if you're all done and you're all set and you've had enough fun, you can go and play in the other room.
What?
Yeah, Grandpa goes for a while.
Can we draw more stuff
Yeah, of course you can draw more stuff. Why would I say no?
of the alien?
Whatever you like. More alien pictures? I told you there's white paper there to use. All right, so I'm drawing my, whoops, I'm sorry, I did that off camera. I'm drawing my explosion.
Pew, pew,
Boom, boom, boom.
boom, boom. Pew, boom.
Let's go rocket ship.
No rocket ship. I should have thought about that. Maybe this is like the last panel of the story. I just want to draw Mars blowing up.
Well, where's the rocket ship flying away?
I guess that's what I'm going to have to do.
So
Right?
see you next time.
See the continuing story next week.
Tune in next week.
For the continuing.
Okay, sit down. You're making that flash in front of people's eyes, and that's not nice to do.
Of the
Okay.
Martians on Mars.
Only 5 minutes.
Do you have has anybody created a Martian yet? Do we know what the Martians look like? Are they
Yes.
trying to keep that uniform or no?
This is what they look like.
Okay. All right, I have an idea now of the Martians. Putting little pieces of Mars as it blows up.
The first page, I didn't really know how they look. Let's see.
Well, you guys have set the tone. You guys have set the terms of what it looks like for
So I just did that.
Martians.
Yeah, perfection. They've got ears, by the way.
So working from this perspective of doing it with different kinds of paper and different images that we're going to composite together is I think it's kind of liberating.
It's all yellow.
Guys, you're yelling into the microphone.
Me yellow. I know yellow.
I'm using it still.
I kind of find something like that compelling. It sort of frees you up. It would be no different if, let's say, somebody that was watching the show is working on a panel in their own space in a similar story. And the story is Martians plotting against Earth, but they fail miserably. So if anybody does that and sends it, send it to me just send me a JPEG of that, whatever your panel is or panels. By tonight, we'll try to get that incorporated into our story and get you included in the jam. I've been trying desperately to think about how can we do jams on Lily? Are we run out of steam and politeness at this point? Don't be taking anything from anybody, please and thank you. I've been trying to think about a way that we can work people that are just, we're watching what each other are doing online, or we're tuning into each other's progress on different endeavors that we're each undertaking. So I've been trying to think about what can we do to engage in a jam format, to engage in a method that's going to allow us to try to
You're not allowed to use it though.
to get that across over the interwebs. And I think that this might work. I think that this might be a method to do that. It depends on, of course, if we see anybody submitting stuff from wherever, Bill. This is a sponge that I'm using. It's got watercolor on it.
Wow.
Lily.
So cool.
Okay, you're right in the microphone again. Sit down. Thank you. It's a PD day today.
PA day.
PE's when nobody's at school.
PA's when only teachers at school.
And my daughter says she's going to Walmart 3 hours ago.
When's Grandma coming back?
I don't know. I don't know.
Yes, we do. Tell us.
Tell us.
She's at her office downtown today.
She's all the way downtown.
Getting some stuff done this morning has been an interesting thing. But we've done it. We've managed to do it. Not right now, because we're not setting it up right now.
We'll set it up in 5 hours.
5 hours. That'll be bedtime, won't it?
Yeah.
My bedtime. Forget it. Good night, everybody.
Also, why would she come back from Walmart if they're sleeping over?
Okay. So I think that I'm trying to think about another. Let's try a red. Let's do a red.
She left Robert at
Daycare.
Hey, nobody needs to know family's personal business on the thing other than I was just being silly for a moment there. But you don't need to tell everybody where each of you.
Star
Lily.
Wars school.
Star Wars school. I would go to a Star Wars
He's
school.
learning to
Maybe
be
that
a
should have been our question of the day.
Jedi.
No, Stormtrooper.
Do you think that should have been our question of the day?
Yeah.
Would you, if you could, go to Star Wars school?
Yes.
Would you, Jay? Yeah.
Yeah.
That will be our question of the day tomorrow.
I would.
Find out on next weekend.
I want to learn how to be a Wookiee.
Are those the little brown bears?
Yeah, and that's. I want to be an Ewok.
What's an Ewok?
The little brown bears.
The little brown bear man. Oh, I think I have one in Lego.
Okay, so I'm feeling good about our explosion too. I'm having a lot of fun. Spending a lot of time working on 2 pictures.
I'm spending a lot of time coloring.
Okay, so now I got to draw some Martians, I think.
Yeah, Martians.
All right, so there's my first 2 panels.
The weird alien stuff.
Boom.
How we do?
It kind of looks like this guy, though.
Again, you're shoving that right in people's eyes, right?
Look at him.
Okay, what's our monsters or Martians look like? Or should I just come up with something?
Our Martians look like this.
Let's see. All right. So I got a crazy eye stalk. Is that lipstick?
No. No, that's just their lips. Yeah, they have big lips. Big. No, their lips are bigger than their eyes. Yeah. The lips are way bigger. Their eyes are small.
Well, that's
The
an
lips
eye
are
right there.
gigantic. Yeah, that's how big their eyes are.
All right, good stuff.
And the lips are way bigger.
I like that their body, their heads just compress right into their bodies. That's always good, maybe.
What are you drawing? That is not the alien.
I'm doing my best. Grandpa's doing his best.
What are you doing? They look like frogs. It looks like a frog. What happened to his antennas?
I haven't got to him yet. Let me
What
see.
happened to his ears?
Okay, you're yelling in the mic. Sit down.
Yeah.
He's supposed
Okay.
to have
The
ears.
antennas.
With little bars on the end.
Okay.
What'd you do to his face, though?
Do they have feet or no? No feet. Okay.
His face is all squished.
Yeah, don't worry. We'll figure it out as we go.
like a frog man.
Lily, sit down.
Make him holding his little plastic spear.
Yeah. They have plastic spears.
Sit down.
Yeah, that's what they're mine.
Thank you.
On
My
cars.
gosh. All right, so I've got.
Floppity floppity. See,
He's holding a spear. Is that what you said?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, I got that.
They don't have
Lily,
fingers.
sit down. You stop yelling into the microphone.
They don't have fingers.
Yes, they do.
Come on.
They
Enough.
don't have any fingers.
I
They're
made
very
fingers.
bad fingers.
I made fingers.
Sorry, everybody at home, if you're getting shocked and awed with the sound.
Fingers.
No, they don't have fingers.
Yes, they do.
Jay has drawn them with fingers. So I drew them with fingers because I'm just trying to keep up.
I have drawn them with no fingers.
Okay, well, maybe I'll draw one hand without fingers and one hand with. How's that?
What is that?
Weird alien.
Yeah, they're aliens.
No, they're Martians.
They have feet or
Totally
no?
different.
No, they don't have any feet.
Yeah,
Okay.
they're just pointy legs.
Do they wear any fancy clothes?
No,
All right.
they're naked.
Oh my gosh.
They run around with no clothes on.
All right.
I'm make a figure of them.
Should we make them have underwear?
No.
Sit down. Lily, sit
wanna
back.
see
Come on, sit back. That's enough. You'll see it after, okay?
it.
The whole point is that we don't know really what each other are doing. You keep shoving your pictures in my face. Making Grandpa feel jealous because you guys are better at drawing these than I am.
You messed it up.
I messed it up so badly.
It's so bad.
The face.
His
Mine.
ears.
Look how
His
good mine
ears
is.
have
All right,
disappeared.
so this is me trying to
Look how good
draw
mine
the
is.
Martians.
He
Look
has
at big
ears
lips.
and tiny little dot eyes. What happened to his ears? They have ears.
Well, I didn't. I'm sorry, I couldn't tell. Sit down.
They have ears.
Sit down.
How can you not tell they have ears?
Okay, I'll draw their ears.
There we
There we go. They got ears. Sit down.
Yeah.
Sit down. Thank you.
Yes, now they have ears. I am happy now.
Okay, here's yours. Keep going. Keep going. We're still rocking and rolling on this. So the story ideas are, hold on, I gotta read it again. Martians plotting against Earth, but they fail miserably. And so we're all just jamming out different images on our different paper for anybody that's joined us. If anybody at home wants to do this, and if you can scan the images and send them to me, we'll try to incorporate. We're gonna
Yeah.
Photoshop all this together into a short comic.
Yeah.
And there's no rules. This
No
is
rules
I'm
whatsoever.
trying to emulate their
There ain't
drawing
no
of their
rules.
Martians, but you don't necessarily have to do that.
There's no
But it's a
rules.
PG story, folks.
There's no rules at all.
So, yeah, there's always got to be some underlying rule. Because you guys are kids.
No. We are children. Yes. We make it so there is no rules.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, there's rules.
No.
I'm trying to figure out how this thing goes together. Let's put 2 little holes for its ear. Okay. I'm just doing a contrived.
Oh, what's that? What is that?
Are you drawing right now? What are you doing?
What is that? Lily, look at his drawing
Nope.
so far.
No more. You sit down. Thank you.
I'll just be disappointed.
Why?
Because the Martian probably still won't have ears.
I've drawn it with ears, Lily. But you still sit down, please. No more jumping
They
up.
have ears,
No, they
but the
don't.
head looks way worse.
They don't have ears. They're not our perfect little monsters that we created. They're new horrific monsters.
That's the challenging thing about when you're doing a comic jam with other folks is that we're all not going to draw the same way, right?
Right.
We're all going to do different things.
What's his identity?
to line the eyes up. That's what happened. Oh yeah, I forgot to give Thor his hammer. Oh well, you threw it at me.
All right. Okay. So I don't really have a structured narrative here, other than we know that the Martians are plotting against Earth, and that's about it. That's all of our. That's our real story arc here.
Yes. Yes. When they are angry, they
So
have
even if
very
I was
thick eyebrows.
So if I was to say what my plot might be for the story, it still doesn't matter in context with the kids, because the kids might have a different plot entirely. So
Lexi is here.
Look how thick the eyeballs are.
Yeah.
I'm making a map on the ground here,
Map.
a half unfolded map
Thick eyeballs.
Map.
of Earth.
Like 2 heads.
Guys, ugly.
I'm
Oh,
done.
let's put Earth up in the
Guys,
sky.
ugly.
Is yours mad or not?
Is my Martian mad?
Yeah, when they're mad, they have to
very
have super thick eyebrows.
Eyebrows when they're
Look how
mad.
thick this is. Look how thick.
Yeah, that's how thick their eyebrows have to be if they're mad.
That is a great plot point, kids. When the Martians get mad, their eyebrows thicken.
They
I
have
should
no
draw mine
eyebrows
that
when
have-
they're feeling any
Okay,
other emotion.
when there are any other emotion, they don't have eyebrows. That's good, because I didn't draw them with eyebrows yet. So
When they are mad, they magically grow eyebrows on their
Yes.
forehead.
And they get
then-
insanely mad.
And then when they are okay and they feel a
The
different
eyebrows just pop out of existence.
yeah, they magically disappear.
Yeah, they just pop
Do
in
not
and back out.
question this logic.
Yeah, when they're not mad, the eyebrows pop out of existence. When they're mad, they pop back into existence. Eyebrows!
Show them the eyebrows. This is what their eyebrows have to look like if they are mad.
Yes, you want
They
to.
have to be super thick.
So this is exactly what
boy.
I'm relating to when I say that sometimes the crazy ideas can really open you up to get creative. So that's what we're experiencing here.
Creative.
Oh, Philip is tuned in. He's listening while he's grabbing some lunch.
Look how big those eyeballs are.
We already
Welcome
ate
aboard,
lunch.
guys.
It was SpaghettiOs.
And meatballs.
Yeah.
Well, it wasn't SpaghettiOs, but spaghetti.
But you got both the wings.
She has turned to the dark side.
All right.
These are so much bigger.
Okay, so I got to figure out a way.
That's George wings.
No.
Maybe we'll put a big space gun. Maybe I'll draw a big space gun.
Give them a bazooka.
A bazooka.
Bazooka, yeah.
Which
A rocket launcher.
the bazooka shoots out Legos.
Yes. And then when the spacemen walk on it, they go, ah!
That's a good plot. I like that.
So I'm gonna draw
Because
like
it's Legos. The worst
So Legos is
enemy.
a an actual weapon we're gonna use.
Yes.
All right.
Lego cannon.
Lego cannon. I like it. Let's get this rolling.
oh,
So this is what I'm referring to when I'm saying that when I'm doing these streams and I'm trying to say that just go for it, whatever it is. There's no idea that's too silly. There's no idea that's too outside the box. It really is a case of just throwing whatever at the wall, seeing what sticks, and calling that
Oh yeah, Grandpa and the spaceman.
calling that your approach, I
The
guess.
spacemans, they look like this.
Yep. Okay.
They look like this.
What are you guys doing? They'll be wiggling all over, please. Thank you.
Look at that. And then they have miniguns shooting out.
Hey,
What
are
do
you
the
ready? Are you
miniguns
just
shoot
telling
out?
us or are you drawing it?
What do the miniguns
Hey.
shoot out? Yes, I'm putting the stuff in the picture.
Okay, good stuff. I hope so.
But with the gun.
Nothing worse than a jam situation where a
What do
person
the
that just wants to
miniguns
write
shoot
it.
out?
Get out of town.
What
Draw.
do the miniguns shoot out?
Nope. We talked about this. It's not a story.
Tiny Lego bullets.
Well, you've already established that. That's why I drew a Lego on my picture.
No, like.
That's what all their guns and weapons shoot out.
Yeah.
Lego.
Okay.
It's all Lego. Because they're super tiny.
But they build it up. They build it. That's the minigun one. This is the minigun one.
Yeah, they build their weapons.
All right. This is fun. We're having a good time.
In the logic.
And then the
So,
bazooka.
anybody
shoot out a
again,
pickle Lego
Once
block
more, anybody
line.
at home that wants to join in, if you can just scan whatever panels you do of I can't remember it. Martians plotting against Earth, but they fail miserably.
Yeah.
So anybody that wants to do panels at home in your own studio and send them to us tonight,
We will
send us a
try and
JPEG.
put them
We're
into
gonna-
it.
We're going to put them in the story.
And I'm using the back too.
That's great. Yeah, we'll scan both
This ain't
sides.
gonna be a one-page comic. It's
This
gonna
is,
be like a
if we get
5-page
enough
comic.
panels, if we get enough little bits, it should be a little bit longer. Yeah.
Rawr. Rawr.
We're having fun.
Rawr.
All right. And if anybody has additional ideas, maybe of what they're working on and that they're hoping we'll incorporate because they're going to send their images to us tonight, let us know. Maybe this is a format that we can approach for jamming comics together. Maybe this is an idea that might gain some legs.
My leg. Look what they did with the Legos.
Lily, are you working or are you playing with Lego now? Because if you're playing with Lego,
Look what they did with the Lego minigun.
that's cool. I like it.
I'm helping with ideas.
They
No, you're either drawing or you're in the other room.
made a big. They kept on shooting into his leg. That hit the bone.
So we're gonna use a Lego gun.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, I like that idea. I like it a lot. I like that idea more than I like peanut butter.
Whoa.
I must really like this idea.
How much do you think I like peanut butter?
A lot.
Maybe not that much. All right.
Look what happened.
Wow.
Look what they did.
My leg. I love it.
I'll eat him for dinner.
Lily. Thank you.
Damn it.
Thank you.
He slapped his head onto the.
All right. I'm having fun.
I have a question. Do you think Lego Spaceman's face looks good? They say he don't look good.
Yes, he does because he got the hair.
I like his ears.
Why you
Hello, brother.
Like,
Lily,
Hello,
what,
brother.
Lily, what colors do you need for the paint markers?
Huh?
What colors do you need
he
for the paint
broke
markers?
his leg.
I don't know.
The
Red, yellow, and white?
the Martians broke his leg.
They did. That's not very social.
Orange.
By using
I
a
don't
bunch
have
of
orange
Legos into
Sit down, fella.
his like. What else do they do? The guy uses a hypno-weight.
Yeah.
No, he uses this.
Boy, you're getting out so many good ideas here. I hope you're putting some of them down.
I am.
Oh yeah, their lips are bright red.
Yes, they have lipstick on.
That's good to know.
No, it's just how they were born.
Oh yeah. Look, now he's hypnotizing.
Why does it look so? Grandpa, where's the antennas on the hip?
Oh yeah, right. I gotta put it.
It looks like a
Sit
frog.
down. Sit down. You're yelling into the microphone again. Sit down.
It looks like a frog.
All right, antennas. I'm gonna put antennas on all of them now.
It looks like a frog.
Okay.
Yeah. You know what they also have? A cancer ray.
And then they can't get hypnotized. They have a Lego way which sends up a big.
They have
one.
a leg. No,
they have a
leg-
1x1 Lego, and it just goes.
They have a Lego ray that turns the astronauts into a Lego.
One of the great things about,
What does the light?
I'm gonna be honest here. One of the great things about your guys' imagination, kids' imaginations in general,
There's no limits.
they're so unencumbered. A big thing about when you're sitting down trying to generate stuff with, even if you're in a room full of creative people, there's always this sort of hesitation that comes to expressing, here's my perspective, or here's my idea, or here's, why don't we try this? And there's always this reservation about it.
Ready?
And even until there's a degree of comfort, more on some of those ideas that they really might
No, it doesn't go so
contribute
close.
something really fantastic to whatever the project is.
Okay.
But that doesn't happen because of this, social conformity, this social politeness that we have. Whereas kids,
It's made out of Legos.
no such problem. Kids are just going for it. They're having a ball. They take tangents where we would not consider, that we're just trying to get the core part of the story done. There are situations that are happening. They've got, perspectives that have completely 180 by the time that the pencil is put down on the paper. There's just, something to be said for it. Bearing in mind, trying to have then sit down and have to structure that into something workable becomes whatever it becomes.
Done the second piece of this.
Okay. Well, we're not showing it in camera. We're going to keep it. Don't give away all your crazy ideas. Keep rocking. And they come fast and loose, too. That's the other part that's great, is that they do come so fast and loose in the sense that because they don't have that conformity filter, then the kids' ideas just, they spit them out before they really, truly have thought them through. And again, that's something compelling that I think that honestly most adults that are trying to do something tend to lose that. They tend to have that greatly diminished by the time they're. What I tell you about walking around behind your brother? 3 things and get out of there. You heard what I said.
My question is Lily.
Jay, get back in your spot and get to work. Jay. We might have a really short session today. Come on. After we're done our stream today, the kids and I are going to go through our Pokemon cards and see if there's any new Pokemon cards that Grandpa has that they want.
Oh, I love that.
It's called bribery, folks. Oh, Seven has joined us. Hello, Seven.
Look how short his legs are. No, look how tall he got. Look how tall
So
he
they
got.
steal their tallness and then they become tall.
Yeah.
All right.
Now the rest.
See,
of
like
the picture.
I'm designing this one, and then your panel is the next one that comes after this, right?
We don't know
But
that.
look how
We gotta
short
sit
the
down and figure it
orange
out. So our
look at
plot
US
is
now.
Martians plotting against Earth, but they fail miserably. So anybody that's taking part in watching the chat, feel free to contribute to panels for that. And then send them to me by JPEG tonight.
Grandpa,
And we will try to incorporate them in the story.
Look how tall they
that
are.
we have to tell you.
Look.
Creative people express themselves. You gotta have fun. You gotta do it.
And
Pokemon will never stop being a thing with the kids, Phil. Never. It has taken over the universe.
Pokemon! Gotta catch on, Mom.
we're not allowed to sing that here, Jensen. Copyright.
What's closer to the sun, Mars or Earth? Yeah?
Oh, Mars comes after Earth
Yeah.
for sun-wise.
Yeah. It goes. You want it? No, not
Mercury,
Yeah, Mercury,
Venus,
Earth.
Earth,
No, Mercury, Earth.
and then
Venus.
Mars and Venus?
And then Venus and then.
I'm pretty sure Venus is like the farthest one out.
Yeah.
Anybody?
Does anybody know this? Say it in the chat, please.
Sit down. Sit
Please
down.
say it in your chat.
What was that?
My reflection of you. Oh.
I'm
What time are we at? We're at 1 hour. We're going to do this for a few more minutes, I think, and then
I'm almost done.
I'm done.
I am taking forever to get anything done. So I think
This
I'm
is
gonna,
the back.
This
This comes after.
but we've had some fun.
And then.
So this will be our 5th one-page comic this week
Yes.
that we'll be posting, and we're very excited.
Are you gonna keep our original art?
Well, you guys can take that home. You can have it. Sun, Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars. Yay! Thank you, Philip.
Thank you very much.
Sun.
I think you
Mercury,
just went
Venus,
on Google
Earth,
and like searched.
It works for me, man.
Looks for us.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Now we know how to do it.
I wanted to know if I could put a little blue dot on my drawing.
A blue dot.
A little blue picture. A little blue dot in my picture.
Wait a minute. There's a blue dot instead of red.
Right there? Yeah, I got a blue dot in there.
So Grandpa, there's a key thing
Sit
that I'm gonna
down
design.
and stop yelling in the microphone.
There's a key thing that
There's
I'm
something-
gonna design.
Somebody also. joined
Everybody,
us.
yeah, that's true, Seven. Everybody's got to keep on their toes all the time. That's for sure.
There's a key thing that I have to design right here. It's the last page to the entire comic.
Okay. So, all right, we'll keep rolling on
Hey,
it.
they love Pokemon. See?
Uh,
Pokemon.
Sit down, Jeff. When I was a kid, I was made fun of for liking Godzilla movies, Philip says. But then Pokemon
Came out.
Comes along.
it comes. Yep, sorry, Grandpa's just zoned right out there. When Pokemon comes along and everyone loves them for decades, what's wrong with this picture? Everybody still loves Godzilla. I think that Godzilla is a universal thing. I know the kids like it, but
Yeah.
Roar!
that's not necessary. We don't need to yell on that thing.
Yeah, but that's what it sounds like. That's
So,
what Godzilla sounds like.
there's all kinds of stuff that can be that can be brought in by each decade. Like for me, it was Battle of the Planets. I loved Battle of the Planets when I was a kid. And then it became G-Force, I think was what it became in the North American market. But I loved that when I was young. Philip says, true, Godzilla made a comeback, but back in the 70s, he was teased for liking him.
And then that doesn't talk.
That's rough. Kids are horrible. Not you kids, other kids. You guys are all right. Yeah, it's mean. Kids can tease each other for what they like and what they don't like, but at the end of the day, it comes out in the wash when by the time that you're an adult. Like when I was a kid, I was teased for all the things that I liked and all the things that I wanted to engage in. And now this is the stuff that's all trendy and hip and cool, and everybody loves all the Marvel movies and yada yada yada. I was truly,
born in the wrong generation.
Ostracized for those likes, and so I stuck to my guns. So now it's cool. Now you're welcome. Battle of the Planets was awesome. It was Gatchaman in Japan. It's now called G-Force, but Gatchaman. Yeah, it's now called G-Force, but you're right. It was Gatchaman, or it was Gatchaman in Japan. Then it became Battle of the Planets when it came here for us old farts, and then it became G-Force. It had all kinds of different life, and of course they've
Power Rangers.
Been reinterpreting that again lately. You see lots of people doing illustrations of the characters from Battle of the Planets, and because it was such an interestingly designed show. Just the fact that there's whole bits of ideas in there that you really wish that there would be more credit assigned to that for the stuff that it inspired.
I need this to do it too. It's all about the wedding. The yellow aliens. And I do the last one.
All right. Feeling good, kids.
So basically, when they shoot the Lego guns, they turn the people into Legos, and then also
it'll be interesting to see if Seven or Philip or anybody else that hears this might do a drawing of our Martians on Mars.
And basically, when they shoot it and it hits the people, they steal their height and then they become
Seven loves the Power Rangers, loves the Green Ranger. Oh, Philip says, an interesting fact. Here we go. 7 Zark 7 was added by Hanna-Barbera for the U.S. market.
Wow.
Okay. I don't know what that means.
This is we're talking about the stuff that
kids don't know about.
And other people like joined when we were kids.
My favorite ranger is Gold Ranger.
Gold Ranger, yeah.
That's new.
I like the Power Ranger that was white.
The White Ranger?
There's a great joke about that. I'll tell it another time. Just how awkward that
goodbye, baby.
That character's name is. Anyways.
Bye-bye.
All right.
Grandpa, are you done yet?
I am plugging away. Grandpa takes forever.
Yes, you do.
Other people think I work quickly,
No, you don't. We've been waiting forever for you to finish this one drawing.
I'm on my third panel.
No. Also, their spheres are blue.
Yeah.
It's the reflection from the sky. Philip used to like star blazers. Hey, there Space Battleship Yamato. Yes.
Tomatoes.
What are you doing? I will draw it and send it to you, my version of the Martians. Thank you, Seven. That'd be nice. Please get it in tonight because we're going to be formatting this stuff. Space Battleship Yamato. Love that. Still love that. And in the book that I'm working on right now, showing a post because I can't. All of the space, it's a principal idea of Space Battleship Yamato is that all of the ships are really based on being boats. So I'm really enjoying that. So Space Battleship Yamato is truly an inspiration. What?
Can I tell you the entire story?
Of what? Not of this. No, I don't want to hear the whole story of this. I really don't.
No, the
We're
last
figuring it out as we go.
The
Go.
last
Here's the
part.
last part. Boom.
The last part of the plan. Yeah, that's the last part, but this is the second last part.
Is it where the guy goes, "Where's the earth-shattering kaboom"? Is it that?
No, it's
There's supposed to be an earth-shattering kaboom.
It's all a dream, and then the world blows up when he's asleep. Yeah.
You make me so mad. Linda Ronstadt.
What does that mean? Johnny
Where's that white pencil crayon gone, kids?
Yes, and ate it.
Can I have the white pencil crayon, please?
Ate it.
The wave motion gun.
Jensen ate it. No.
Well, Philip,
Yeah.
I think that we're going to do this.
You forged it out.
And anybody else that might...
Yeah.
Are you bringing it to me, or what are you doing?
I'll
take those. Jay, come on. Brother, can you grab that wherever it went, please?
Jensen ate it. Lily's it.
Thank
Put
you.
a head
Okay.
onto
I think what I'm going to do is that I'm going to set up... we're going to set up a certain date and time, like a certain day of the week at a certain time, and then we're going to come up with ideas together in the stream, in the chat, and then we're each of us in our own place. If I can link us up on the screen and have a rotating thing of whichever people are there, as people are working on panels, and I think that this is the way that I've kind of figured out how we can do comic jams online. And so trying it out with my grandkids first, and mixed results. But we're having fun. But if you want to make a note of it, and I'm not going to have the whole thing done tonight. So if you want to make a note, Martians plotting against Earth, but they fail miserably. And if you can get something in the next, let's say by tomorrow afternoon. And I'll try to fit it in someplace.
With her big butt.
All right, so
I'm a girl.
are you guys all done?
Over
You gonna go play now?
Drawing. Yeah.
Okay, go play.
Draw. No.
All right.
It's a giant Lego bazooka. All right. Let's go the giant bazooka.
Okay. We did pretty good here. We did pretty good. I think that went fairly well. So they've got a stack. They literally have at least 5 pages worth of comic stuff. And this is the sort of thing I'm talking about. So while the kids are making lots of noise and playing and carrying on in the other room at this point, the output that they had for this notion that we had about jamming on comics together, well, I got these 3 separate panels. They have, drawn both sides of the pages that they're the same. They got a yellow sheet, they got a red sheet, and they got a white sheet, and so they have managed to draw on both sides on what they had in front of them and doing all kinds of stuff. So it's pretty fantastic. Phil says it's like listening to Alvin and the Chipmunks. Alvin! Dave! That's right. I've become Dave from Alvin and the Chipmunks at this point. Boy, you hit a point where you become, you are the adult. It's not a choice thing. It's fun. I think things are just generally fun when it comes to working with kids, because man, it keeps you on your toes. It sure livens it up, whatever process you might be working on. But like I said, you can see how they're just completely unencumbered with their ideas. They're just flying. They're just flying by the seat of their pants and making suggestions and here's what I'm doing and here's my idea. So you can clearly see that at this point I'm drawing my biased perspective, meaning North America, of the Earth. And I'm going to try to fit in some kind of structure that the Martians have been looking at their plans. And they're pointing out the little blue dot in the sky that they hate. And then I'm going to do a focus shot of the Earth and the Moon, and they're going to talk about how they're going to blow it up. And that's about as much narrative structure as I can offer this entire story. And I think the rest of it's going to be entirely provided by those pages and those panels my grandkids supply me with. But I do have to admit, I did force the punchline, and I'm going to have Mars blow up. So, yeah, we're looking forward to some fun here. Yeah, I think that if this notion works, we're going to pursue it. I will start putting out some more details in the next week. I'll try to put this together a little bit more clearly, and maybe we can even structure it so that we could try to work something together for maybe next Friday. And Seven says this is a great creative team focused in test group. That's a good way to describe us. Yeah, it's if we can put this together with absolute organized chaos, then we can do this in general, folks. So I think that's what we'll do. I think we'll try to figure out a way for us to do an online coaching. We're all working off the same notion and seeing whatever plot points and whatever structures that we're putting together, and then how we can fit that into a contextualized narrative. And that sounds to me to be pretty fun and compelling. So if anybody that's been watching this is interested in engaging in that, is interested in taking part of that, please feel free to do so. And the other thing I would add is if anyone wants to throw in a panel on our, I say it one more time, and then I think I'd be signing off because they're quiet near the room, and that's never a good sign. Martians plotting against Earth, but they fail miserably. All right, that's the idea. I will write that in the comments on the stream today. Martians plotting against the Earth, but they fail miserably. This is my rough interpretation of the crazy idea of design for the Martians that they have. There's disagreement about whether they had fingers or not, so I compromised between the two kids. But I still apparently make them look weird. So if you want to do and submit those in, anything by noon tomorrow. And right now, if this gives you scale, look at your own clock because it's 3 o'clock where I am. So if you can have it in, if it's whatever time it is by where you are, if you can get it in by noon tomorrow, my time. If that makes sense for folks. And we'll try to incorporate little elements that you add into their narrative. Don't do licensed characters because they won't fit in. Kids are quiet like that. They're hiding E.T. in the closet. Yeah, that's a good point. They could be doing that, except for I don't have an E.T. But that's exactly what they get up to. But I think I'll be clocking off. So again, the call is open for anybody that wants to throw in panels or insertions to this. Jay, other room.
What?
It's either drawing or going to play.
They don't have
Do you want
enough
to?
paper.
There's a whole thing of paper right here.
Ooh, more paper.
More paper. Jay's back in the mix. Are you going to draw one more or no? You're all done?
More. More.
Okay. Well, draw another one then. Well, one more and then we're all wrapped up. We've got 10 minutes. 10 minutes and then we're going to clock out.
But it has to come before the tall one.
Lily, I don't know what your story is. Maybe grab a draw panel. Panel grabber? No? Yeah, of course we are. This is us trying to draw a comic page together online. I'm talking to my wife for those that are watching. Do you want to draw a panel with Jay? No, that's okay. Yeah. All right. Well, Jay's finishing one more panel, and I think we're going to wrap up today. But this, it's fun. This is a lot of fun. So maybe we've discovered something through our focus test group today that we can do a cooperative jam with folks. I think the biggest part of it is going to be having to let go of any particularities that we have about, I want a structured, specific story, and I want to make sure that it has to be really tight and focused and everybody looks the same. You got to let go of that when you're working on a jam, because clearly Grandpa's drawings are not up to snuff for what the kids have laid out on the paper for me. So we all draw at different skill levels, but we all do our best. Grandpa takes too long on panels too. So, you know.
Eyebrows or still thick covers his eyes.
Okay, let's see that. Goes in the camera. One more.
Okay.
Okay, he's not done. I'm just sorry. What do we got? We got some comments. Hardworking kids, Christopher. Make sure you feed them, but not after midnight. That is true, because that leads to all kinds of trouble, and nobody needs that level of trouble. Philip has said that he's just visualized a funny idea he's going to try to put in. Great. Really looking forward to that. And if you're going to submit it, if you can get a chance, please do so. Would love that. Send it as a JPEG, and I'll incorporate it in as a panel. Hopefully, don't be, if I have to bring some panels in a little bit just to fit them and blend them in with a page, I hope nobody minds that. But
look how much eyebrows they have.
Okay, no yelling. Thank you.
Done.
All right, Jay, we're going to show Jay's image. Look at, there's the attack force, folks. Look at those mad eyebrows.
Really, I still got to add some stuff.
Well, why are you showing it if you're not done? I'm still adding some stuff. Grandpa's still taking forever to draw his 4th picture. You guys are in pages and pages.
You're drawing 4?
Yeah, I know.
We're gonna be here all night.
All we're different speeds. That's okay. Again, we got 2 minutes
I
left.
think you can call her in like 5 seconds. That's some real ground.
All right, so I'm gonna be finishing my Earth images tonight when I have a moment, probably after people are in bed, and getting this stuff together for putting in the story and seeing what that gives us. Philip says I just completely broke up. Boy, yeah, you have no idea how cracked I am right now. Anyways, okay, so here's Jay's attack force that's coming to the Earth. All right, so I think with that, we're going to wrap up. Jay, do you want to back up from the camera and say goodbye to everybody? Okay, thanks, Jay. It's been a lot of fun.
I might add another.
So, again, it sounds like I'm repeating myself ad nauseum, but let's drive it home. Martians plotting against the Earth, but they fail miserably. That is the concept of our one-page comic. Feel free to submit a panel. Send it to me at runcimmons@gmail.com. It's in my, if you look down in the, holy moly, we got a lot of panels to be putting together here, folks. This is going to be a lot of fun. There's 2-sided pages and all. So this is going to be really great. This is.
I don't think you have that extra foot on me anymore.
Okay, get out of my shoes.
I'm not
All right,
shoes.
chaos is ensuing. I got to go. All right, so yeah, please feel free anybody to submit in, and otherwise I'll be back on Monday at 2:00 as per usual, Monday through Friday. It's been a really great week of doing streaming with everybody.
Yeah, we've become
And
color.
okay, thank you.
I
And
like that
this has been a lot of fun.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
awesome.
It's too short
bye for now.
you.
Keep creating. And
You're short.
and Seven says bye. Organized chaos. I like to think there's some chaos. And
no, there's
again,
no
thanks so much, guys.
ensuing. We've just magically
See ya
become
on
taller
Monday at 2:00.
because
Bye
of
for now.
our new shoes.
Lily? Okay.
Yeah.
Say
Our
goodbye.
new shoes are way better. Bye bye.
All right.
Look how tall I am.
Bye for now.
Yeah, we're so tall.